The Timekeepers Gambit by Eugene Mathena. In the heart of New Orleans, 1871, the air was thick with the scent of magnolias and mystery. Mr. Fiero, a time traveler bound by both duty and wanderlust, appeared through the shadows of a photograph studio, the result of a miscalculated jump from his keystone device. Dressed in a long black coat, he adjusted his hat, taking in the surroundings as gas lamps flickered outside and the distant hum of a riverboat drifted through the open windows. Inside the studio, portraits of elegant Southern families lined the walls, their frozen expressions captured in timeless stares. Mr. Fiero was about to turn and slip away when he spotted her, a woman with fiery red hair, emerald eyes, and a calm confidence that made time itself seem to slow. She moved with purpose, her delicate hands adjusting the lenses of the camera, but her gaze was fixed on Mr. Fiero the moment he entered. "Well, you don't belong here, do you?" she said with a slight tilt of her lips. Mr. Fiero grinned. "You could say I've taken a wrong turn. New Orleans was never on the map for today's journey. Wrong turn or fate." Her voice carried a smooth blend of Southern charm and intellect. "I'm Mary Jane Farmer, by the way, professional photographer, but I suspect you've got bigger plans than posing for a portrait." "I've got plans all right," he replied with a sly smile. "I didn't expect company on this trip, but maybe the company was what I was missing." As their conversations grew over the days that followed, innuendo filled the air between them like a carefully played chess match. The studio became their meeting ground, a place where words hinted at desires, but both knew the stakes were far higher than any romance. They spoke of distant lands and times, of curiosities beyond their century, though neither spoke directly about the concept of time travel. It was unspoken but understood. "You're not just any photographer, are you, Miss Farmer?" Mr. Fiero asked one evening as the sun dipped below the horizon. Her eyes flashed, amused. "And you're not just any man passing through town. You're from somewhere else. Or should I say someone else?" Mr. Fiero raised an eyebrow. "Care to elaborate?" She leaned forward, her face close to his. "I've been studying anomalies. The stars, the physics, they all tell me things that don't belong in 1871. And now here you are." He couldn't hide his admiration. She was brilliant, far beyond any scientist or inventor of her time, and that brilliance was intoxicating. "You figured it out. You're a super genius." "You say that like it's a compliment," she said with a grin. "Now, tell me the truth. Time travel, am I right?" Fiero sighed, running a hand through his hair. "Yes, and you're the first person I've met who could actually keep up with me. More than keep up. I need someone like you. Someone who craves adventure and understands the dangers of manipulating time." A moment passed between them, heavy with the weight of their unspoken desires. Their shared love for adventure was undeniable, but so was the reality of what their work demanded. For the sake of mankind, their relationship had to stay professional, distant even as their hearts screamed otherwise. "I'll join you," Mary Jane said softly. "But whatever this is between us, it can't happen. Not with what's at stake." Mr. Fiero's heart ached at her words, even though he knew she was right. "Business only," he agreed. "We have to be stronger than this. For the world." But that night, as they worked together to prepare for their next journey, both felt the unspoken longing, the pull that grew stronger with each passing second. And neither could fully ignore the gnawing emptiness that would follow. It wasn't long before their partnership was tested. In the midst of an experiment to calibrate the keystone device for another jump, disaster struck. The room shuddered, and from a cloud of eerie, dark smoke stepped Father Time, the villain who had pursued Mr. Fiero across centuries. Ah, the famed Mary Jane farmer, Father Time sneered. So this is your partner, Fiero? A brilliant mind, indeed. Too brilliant to let her stay by your side. Before either could react, Father Time captured Mary Jane, binding her in chains made of twisted, shimmering energy. I've had enough of this game, Fiero. You want her? You'll have to catch me across the stars. Mr. Fiero's heart raced, but his mind remained clear. With the flick of a switch, he sent a surge of energy through his keystone device, warping the space around him. Father Time's laugh echoed as the villain dissolved into a mist of time, taking Mary Jane with him. But Fiero wasn't finished. With relentless precision, he tracked their signatures through space and time, tearing through the cosmos until he reached a distant world. There, in the heart of a twisted landscape of forgotten civilizations, he found her still alive, though weakened. After an intense battle, Fiero freed her, destroying Father Time's hold on her. But before he could land a final blow, the villain disappeared once again, vanishing into the unknown. Mr. Fiero held Mary Jane for a brief moment, their faces inches apart, the tension of their unspoken love almost unbearable. But then they parted, knowing their bond was too precious to risk. He'll be back, Mary Jane whispered, looking into the sky where Father Time had escaped. And we'll be ready, Mr. Fiero replied, though the ache in his heart told him that chasing time wasn't the only battle he'd have to fight. They would continue their journey through the ages, bound by duty, but forever longing for what they could never have. The end for now. Boost post.